Hey, what's up guys, your boy Joseph. I'm back with another video. We're coming into this broken duo comp. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it a lot of times inside of Knockout. We got the Kit Darryl comp here. It provides free, easy wins. I'll be showing you guys how to play the Darryl properly, and then how to play the Kit properly, and how to execute playing this combo that gives you free wins in ranked, free wins in pushing trophies, and just allows you to just dominate your opponents, especially when they have the squishiest of comps. Hopping straight into it, we're gonna have the Darryl first play. We're gonna play 2 games with the Darryl. Now the Tar Barrel is just great for slowing down enemies. Damage gear is pretty good. You don't really need the speed gear or whatever. You can switch to shield, which would be pretty solid. You want to have steel hoops on because after you barrel roll, it provides 25% damage reduction for 2 seconds, so it's good for incoming damage to be neutralized a little bit less, so you can survive more, and so you can basically just dominate you and dominate with your Kit healing you and throwing on top of your back. With that being said though, let's hop straight into 2 games and show you guys how to execute on the Darryl side of the Kit Darryl combo inside of Knockout. All right, boys. It's pretty easy, honestly. It's pretty easy. Now, for the first game, I would say if you perhaps lose the first game, it should be fine. But the Kit is going to go, and he's going to, use his gadget just to maximize his getting of the super. I'm just going to sit here because I could tank a lot of the shots. Now, we're going up against Edgar, a Mandy, and a Leon. So that's going to be very rough. Our Byron does go down there. So it's very important not to feed and just to passively get your super. And then once you get your super, you can just go off and pop off. Let me just actually shoot this first. All right, I'm gonna go in now. I get a nice little roll, and then just like that, we get a double kill. And then even if we detach, it's just free. Now, what you want to be doing after is if you used only one roll and you already got the lead, you already know you're gonna win this round. You use the other roll just to start farming your second super for the next round, and then the same goes for the Kit. He farms up his super. The Kit is already having the super. I'm already there next to getting my hypercharge. And then all I gotta do is wait for my super to get there. It's gonna be the next 5 seconds. I should have my super. And then that's a free game. It doesn't take too much of skill. But this Mandy, I think she hit 2 people. So, oh my goodness, there's no way. My Kit jumps. I'm gonna re-roll and all the way up. I'm gonna roll all the way up. I get a nice kill. And now we're gonna focus down on the Leon, because the Leon, well, he goes invisible. So now this is very bad. We could wait around. I don't know where he's at, but yep, he's just around there. I could go and aggro if I wanted to, but I'm gonna stay here. We can set it back up. It's not like we're too much in a rush, to be fair. He's gonna roll. I'm gonna roll him back down. He's gonna roll again, and then my Kit jumps on my back. Holy crap. All right, we get a nice value shot from my Kit, and that's gonna give us essentially the freest win there. There's nothing they could do into this. The Leon's gonna use his hyper, use whatever he can, but it's just gonna be too much healing. And he could cycle perhaps his super again. He does cycle his super. My Kit is gonna go invisible. My Kit is just gonna tank a lot for me. I'm just gonna predict and see where he is. I'm gonna roll on top of him, and that's a free kill just like that. Free dub. It's very hard to counter because in a blind state of mind where they don't know they're gonna go up against a Kit Darryl, it's really rough to do that. I'm star player 4-0. And I really essentially didn't do anything. All right, so let's hop straight into another match where we face another matchup and see how that goes. Hopping straight into our final match. Now we have a RT. Now RT is a very decent counter into this comp. I'm not going to lie here, and a Cordelius as well. So we do have to talk about the counters, but we're just essentially going to do the same type of gameplay. Now, when it comes down to this, once we have our super and once we set up with it, we're not going to be fighting the RT. We're going to be focusing the people we counter. So we make sure that the RT is all by himself. Then it makes it increasingly hard for the RT to actually counter us out once it's a, it's a 2v1 or it's a 3v1, whatever the situation may be. Now, we got a Mortis. He could run away, but essentially it's going to be very much hard for him. I'm going to zoom in on him. He's going to jump all my Rico's gonna go out and die just like that. So that's a big mess up on our side of things, because now essentially we're cooked. All right, our Rico shouldn't be dying like that. He should be trying to stick around and just get any pot shots, but it's all good. My super is coming back, and then my teammate as well is charging for the Kit. So in this kind of scenario, you could see what brawlers counter you and when it's not going to be the best time to use it. But we just catch that RT lacking just like that. And now we're not going to go anywhere where we're not needed. This Rico keeps, getting himself in bad scenarios, I'm not going to lie, but we still pick up a nice kill. And just like that, we're back in it. All right, we It's a 2v1 against the Edgar. It should be pretty free, should be pretty easy. The Edgar is going to make a play. It's just not the smartest thing for him. And we're just going to get that free kill. We got our hypercharge. We got our super. My kit has his super. My Rico has his super. So everything should be pretty much fine. I'm not going to lie here. Now, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to make some plays. I'm going to get a nice roll on this RT. There's nothing much he could do. I'm not sure where my Rico is, but he pops his hypercharge, so we get nice value from that. And even if I go down, we should be able to clutch this. Oh my gosh, we might actually lose this game. This is actually sad. But with that being said, we tried, we had a good comp, but our Rico didn't, you know, execute with us. So that was pretty unfortunate. Other than that, it was successful, but we managed to lose this game. Let's hop straight into the kit round. Hopping straight into the kit round. Now, with kit cardboard box, if you guys didn't know, when you're sitting still, it charges a lot faster with the super. People did not know that, and people like argue with me a lot of the times. But when you sit still with the gadget and you just press your green button, it charges your super increasingly more faster. And then with the overly attached kit latches on to, you know, the Darryl for 5 seconds longer, which I think is super beneficial. Now obviously you don't want to be using power hungry because that's just for showdown, all right? So it doesn't matter. And then for cheeseburger, it will just take too long for Kit to get his super, for the cheese to work properly. People call this a cheese because it takes no skill to finish this compound, but I've seen a lot of people mess up on it, and it is quite messable enough where RT counters, Cordelia's counters. So you want to be running this build. Pretty solid build. It should provide with easy access to getting your super and dominate. Now hopping straight into it. Now what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna try our best just to get our super as quick as possible. All right, we're just gonna try, and we're just teaching cheese in 2025. Laugh it up. But we're just sitting here. Essentially, we sit here now. If there's any squishy brawlers that we're going up against, sometimes you could go and be sneaky yourself and sneak up on them, get a nice 2-shot, then jump on them, get a nice insta kill. But if not, you see we're versing a lot of aggressive people here. I'm just going to jump just like that. I accidentally mount off. You do not want to be doing that, but it was just a given win, honestly. And then I should be getting my super just back easily, just like that. But I helped out my Darryl by jumping on him, or I was just going to jump on the Buzz. I'm just going to sit here, pick up my green button, and then just like that, I have my super, all right? Now, the Buzz could try to counter us all he want, but our teammate is just decided, all right, let me go. Because why is our teammate stealing the glory here? We're going to get jumped on, but I can still throw my bombs even though I'm stunned. Which is kind of a crazy thing. If you still get stunned, you can still throw your bombs. And that gives us the freest game in the motherland. So it's absolutely absurd. And just like that, we got 2 kills with only 9,000 damage, which is pretty hilarious. Let's hop straight into our final game. Now, hopping straight into our final game here. Now, we have a Mandy. A Mandy is kind of squishy enough for a Kit to assassinate, so I was just waiting to see if she was gonna pull up. If not, we could just charge my super just like that, and then we'll just play in the back here. Now they're all on left side. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he is on left side. The Mandy is actually in mid, so I could just wait around here. I could just flex my super, you know, unbother them a little bit. Now the Darryl's over there. Oh my gosh, how long does it take this Darryl to get his super? I'm gonna go down. Well, I didn't even know we hit that much times. But I'm kind of messing it up. I'm not going to lie, but my teammates clutched it up greatly for me. And now I could just chill out. They get his super. I could just jump on their back from the beginning. And then we could just push up the map just like that. I'm just going to focus. Yep, I get a nice pretty kill over there. I'm just causing a lot of distortion. They use that, and then that enables our Grom just to get some free claps. And I'm just throwing, flipping explosion yarn balls. Hypercharged Grom. How do you even get a hypercharged Grom bomb? My right teammates cook up for me. It just provides so much pressure. And then comboed with, as you can see, a thrower. It just makes it hell. It just makes it hell to play. You can mess up and still win. And then it's playing ladder like this. There's so much people that just are playing sniper brawlers. So you just insta, you know, like counter them super hard. And especially in ranked, all you got to do, if you have first or second pick, if you have first pick, you want to go Darryl, or you want to go Kit. You want to go Kit. You want to be using it in ranked like second, third pick, not first pick. If I'm gonna be honest, like if they pick a brawler and then you and your teammate get the next 2 picks, you want to pick that up. But you want to be banning RT or Cordelius or both of them in a ranked format, and you definitely want to be playing it only in knockout. I don't see this comp viable only in knockout. I think it's really good. Other than that, I think you're gonna be over pushing it. With that being said, make sure to like and subscribe. Join the Slam Army. We're out here.